All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Around the Mic. I'm Heather DeLuca. With me today, The Mike Show. Mike Richmond, Spring Gonzalez. Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in.
He's so cool with his one hello.
I'm gonna go there, guys.
Yes.
Gonna go there.
Let's go there.
We have a new president.
Oh.
What do we think about? I told you. I just really want to know your thoughts, your true, honest thoughts. He's looking at the board as if it's going to blow up. About the Trump inauguration, about him having difficulty finding people that wanted to participate, and the fact that he's now taking over the highest office in the land.
I think I heard someone call my name from the other side of the office, so I have to go.
She's got to go.
I gotta go.
Keep it brief, but just true, honest thoughts.
True, honest thoughts. I am hoping that it is going to be a positive experience. Hoping, that's the word I'm going to use. It's going to be different for sure because we've had Barack Obama for 8 years, so it's going to be a big switch up. I hope he stops tweeting as much. Maybe learn a little bit from that.
He said he didn't like tweeting.
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah.
He doesn't like tweeting like, I don't like nachos.
Yeah,
but he says it's a necessity. He has to do it because of the dishonest media.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
So he doesn't like to do it, but he has to do it.
And I really wish he wouldn't.
Can I ask you a question? We have like a lot of, cable channels that I would consider like nightly news, like World News Tonight,
right.
CBS Nightly News as being the authority. But then you have, your right and left wings, like CNN can lean liberal. You have Fox News that can lean conservative.
Right.
They become a more opinionated forum for journalism because they have panel of people where they constantly ask for questions. And I feel like the hosts are constantly giving their opinion. So it is a different type of journalism. But does being a journalist and having an opinion and not being so just kind of diplomatic about what you're writing about or what your story is his version of dishonest media really just the media that expresses their opinion?
Well, that's just it. When it comes to news media, they're not supposed to express their opinion.
Yeah,
it's supposed
if you're
to be
a
factual.
Journalist, you're not. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. When you report the news, you report the news. You don't become part of the news. Don't put your emotion into the news because then you're influencing what other people are thinking. And I agree with that entirely.
When
I
you
think
have
you should not
newspapers
have
endorsing candidates, I mean, come on. You can't have that. You're a newspaper. You shouldn't be endorsing candidates. You should be reporting the facts. And nowadays, that doesn't happen. Everyone has an agenda.
Right.
Left or right.
Yeah.
There is an agenda there.
For me personally, I'm just exhausted of seeing both sides attack each other.
Yeah.
So for me, it's more like giving him the benefit of the doubt at this point. Just like,
but I think in a way, Mike is right because when you have the news media either endorsing or in some underhanded way attacking a candidate one side or left, that actually like deepens the divide. So you have citizens who may be Republican, Democrat, conservative, or liberal, but then everyone sort of like jumps in the pool and it becomes bigger than it normally would be. And I think in an age of social media where, I definitely have had to unfollow a few people.
Same.
And not for voting opposite of what I voted for, but for attacking other people for their choices.
Right.
For demeaning people who didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I did. I consider myself to be like a very liberal person. I did not vote for Donald Trump, but I've had to unfriend some of my liberal friends who are attacking people who voted for Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean.
And so,
see, my side, it hasn't been that way. And I think it's mainly because of the way Facebook and all the other sites are created, because they're only going to show things that you like. And I've talked about this with Mike a lot, actually, saying that.
Well, do you only like one-sided things?
Right. So
I follow a lot of different things.
Yeah,
to
but
try
that's
to
the problem.
Yeah.
So if I click, the more I click on things that are more liberal, like more left, it's only going to show me those things.
Oh, I'll be the first to like say if there is, someone in the conservative ring that makes a valid point, like I'm not gonna like discount them. Like I'm gonna listen, but I think there's not enough listening going on. But
not even
Mike,
that. It's just the way they're controlling it, they don't show you the conservative side either. So then the people who are liberals think the conservatives are horrible, and the people who are conservatives think the liberals are kind of dumb and annoying.
Mike is being strangely quiet, and he hasn't said, what do you think about Trump as Mr. President?
I find it interesting how 8 years ago, Barack Obama came in. He looked different. He sounded different. He offered hope and change 8 years ago, and everybody was on board, relatively speaking.
Right.
And people were just tired of the same old, same old. And even if you didn't vote for Obama, you were hoping for a change. You were hoping for something good to happen. And now here we are in 2017. People were sick of the way things are. This is a 2017 version of hope and change.
Yeah.
This is a 2017 version of what the Obama administration was campaigning with, yet people don't want to see Trump succeed.
I think it's like
I don't think it's Trump. That's the thing. And I think that's where
it's
people
his
are getting
way about
confused.
him. Like, you catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. And he may have the same message as Barack Obama in not wanting to, do same old and try to, be more bipartisan or whatever. But it's his way about him that's so,
it's
agitating and polarizing. Yeah, he's scared. Doesn't scare me.
I don't mean scare like fear. I just mean he scares people because he's actually shaking it up. That's what I mean by scare. Right. Yeah. But I was reading on New York Times somewhere a list of women who in their reasonings for why they voted for Trump. And one woman did comment saying that she was against Trump because of all the things that she saw in media and the people that were supporting him. And really, that's what it was for me. It wasn't him. It were the people that were supporting him because, of course, they appear to be bigots. Not all of them are, but the ones that they're showing appear to be that way. So when I read what she said she had the same mindset, and she was like, no, I cannot vote for a man like this. But her 8-year-old son actually really wanted to go to one of the rallies. And she said when she went to the rally, it was nothing like the way they depicted.
A pro-Trump rally?
Yeah, pro-Trump rally. It was actually very calming, and she was able to listen to everything he was saying, and she felt that he was able to handle the situation. This was an article I read over the weekend, on Saturday. Yeah. So I'm I'm just trying to gather all these little pieces of hope, because if you keep allowing the negativity to go through, you're going to have a negative 4 years.
Yeah, and there's nothing we can do about it now.
Yeah.
I think I'm more concerned, when it was official and he got elected, I thought, oh gosh, just please let him surround himself with the right people, right? Let him find advisors that can, move this country in the right direction. I'm a little concerned about his cabinet picks and the advisors that surround him. But saying that, considering when Trump first came into the race, he was so entertaining. And I was like, he is saying all of the things some people are thinking. I just hope that he doesn't is he going to make it all 4 years is the thing that goes in my head.
I didn't take him seriously at all. I took him almost the way everyone took Kanye West at the VMAs when he said Kanye West for 2020 or something like that. I'm like, oh no, it's Donald Trump. Of course not. And then all of a sudden, he actually became a candidate, and that it just kind of
Donald does this every 4 years. He says he's going to do it, and
this time he actually did.
People actually took him up on it.
And I wonder if he's going to put his head down on the pillow tomorrow night in the White House and go, oh God, what did I do? This worked. It actually worked.
And you keep that's why now I'm beginning to read both sides of media, because it's true, they pick sides. So I read that he has the highest disapproval rating ever, and I'm like, oh my God, that is really.
Well, then there's only one way to go up. But
that doesn't make any sense, because then who voted for him?
Who are you asking?
Yeah.
Who voted for him? Nothing makes sense. Nothing, because you ask one side and they're like, he's terrible. You go to the other side, he's amazing. So I started reading Breitbart News now because of that, just to see. I need answers, and I need to know. There is no way.
Well, I think you're gonna stay educated about it, and I think that's
which is one thing.
What his biggest critics can do now is to just stay informed.
And don't go by Facebook. Facebook is filtered to only show you what you want to see. Do not do that. And everyone who's my age that's yelling and saying, no, we don't want him, take a second. Just take a second and read your news.
That's I know that that's fake news, politically, but if it's fake news, anything to do with celebrities, I'm like, it has to be true. No, it's totally true.
I am such a stickler for the source. If I see that I've never seen that website before, I have to check where it's from, who's running it. No, I only have I don't trust Us Magazine.
Maybe you should go and work in Washington.
you know. He knows especially there are certain topics that I argue with myself. So I would have to be the random independent because I'm on both sides. It's so funny. It's so bad. I'm like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Okay.
Literally.
Any last thoughts about President-elect Mike?
Yeah.
He's been strangely quiet throughout this conversation.
Yeah. I do find it interesting that President-elect Trump said that he's going to take the first weekend off and start work on Monday, which if you're listening to this after the inauguration.
That's such a New Yorker thing to say. I love it.
I don't know if he's just being funny or what.
He needs some me time.
I mean, seriously, how much work is he going to get done between the inauguration and 5 o'clock on Friday?
You never know. You never know. I don't know.
Can we afford him that? Can we give him a 2-day weekend before he has to start work?
Sure, whatever.
Look,
I mean,
I am so curious to see what happens.
Me too. Okay.
For the best.
All right.
I'm also hoping for hilarious memes. I want the best memes ever.
Okay. All right. Meme it up. Meme it up, people. Don't let spring down. All right. I'm going to transition now into, and by the way, before
This isn't a Chelsea Manning thing, is it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh, no, please. No.
Maybe next week.
No.
I do want to say, though, before we are done this conversation today, I will have the results of our narcissist quiz that we took last week. So I have the results coming up. But now I want to transition into a segment I like to call Crystal Ball.
Ooh.
Okay. So there's been a lot happening with, I'm sorry, the Kardashians lately. Okay.
Yes.
They popped up. Kendall Jenner and Kim Kardashian popped up in Las Vegas filming a cameo for Ocean's 8, which is the remake of, Ocean's 11, this time with an all-female cast, Sandra Bullock, Kate Blanchett, Rihanna.
Ghostbusters didn't work.
I know.
People.
We're going to talk about this, too. But so it's really funny, Spring. I don't know if you know, the scene featuring Kim actually involves a jewelry heist.
Oh my God.
So
I didn't know that.
Kylie and Tyga are all out there. Like Kylie now is taking money from her lip kit and donating it to charity, like children's charities. So the whole clan.
Is this in reality or the movie?
In reality.
Okay.
That part's reality.
Okay.
In reality, what do we see happening for the Kardashians, the whole clan in 2017? Like Kourtney may be pregnant with her 4th child. She might be back with Scott Disick. So as a whole, can they survive 2017, like, still being somewhat relevant? Like, what do we see for them? Looking into the crystal ball, what do we see for the Kardashians in 2017?
Oh, they'll be just fine. They will be just fine. I think what's going on with Kim right now, and I did feel a lot of sympathy for her with the jewelry heist. But now I'm like, you're beginning to milk it, You look very solemn. And nothing matters to you. You don't wear makeup.
Yeah, she does look
You're taking pictures in a middle-class home knowing fully well that you are a millionaire. Do not fool me. Are you serious? And what's up with your husband with the blonde hair? Please fix that now.
It's a winter blonde.
That's so dumb.
I don't know.
And I love Kanye. I will always
Adam
say
Levine
that. I love
did the
Kanye.
same thing, though. He went platinum.
No.
I hate it.
And Kylie's going to do just fine. Kendall is just in the beginning of her supermodel career. Khloe, that show's going to tank. That revenge body, it's going to tank.
It.
I'm going to let you know now. It's not going to come back for another season.
You're the only one watching, Heather.
Okay.
You have one viewer.
You got one.
I think Kylie is going to get pregnant.
No.
I think she's going to turn up pregnant by the end of 2017. And I think Rob is going to have like another medical crisis.
Most likely.
And I think Chris is going to get engaged and get remarried to that Corey guy. Yep.
I always forget about Chris. I know she's the part of she's the mother of the clan, and I always forget about her. The
matriarch.
Exactly.
Yes.
What's going to go on with Caitlyn Jenner?
Mike?
I literally could not care less about the whole the Jenner Kardashian clan.
How dare you say that?
I will say that I think Caitlyn will transform yet again.
Did you really just say transform?
Back?
Or will
Back to a
retransform.
man?
Yeah, what
I don't
is
think
there?
so.
Is there a term for that? Untransform? Unfold?
Regress?
Whatever.
I don't know.
Untuck?
Did you say unfold?
Wait,
or whatever.
no, it's gone, isn't it?
No.
Can she put it back?
No, she still has it.
It's still there.
Oh, well then she
And
can do whatever she wants.
I think
he'll get bored of it, and I think he'll go back to.
No, I think this might actually be it. I keep reading fake news that she's transitioning back into a man.
That's fake news.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
She is really feminine, even on the show, so it makes sense.
So we think 2017 just going to be same old, same old. They're going to continue procreating.
They're not. I guarantee you, by the time I have children, they're going to know who the Kardashians are.
Okay.
Well,
they're not going anywhere.
Didn't I see something where they were at the end of the run? Or was I thinking Duck Dynasty?
No, they're still Duck Dynasty. They're still going.
I think for a while they had ceased filming because they didn't know if Kim was going to want to do that anymore, and like, how do you have that show without her? But
I think there's going to be some issues between Lamar and Chloe because Lamar just came out of the hospital.
Yeah, he wants her back.
Like, he's dating Tristan Thompson. He's a basketball player.
Yeah.
Who just had a baby.
She doesn't have a type.
With his ex-girlfriend.
Oh, no.
And he's 24.
No.
You're nearing 30 messing with a 24-year-old that has not acknowledged that he just had a baby?
Do you know that, like, O.J. Simpson was a few of their godfathers, and, like, he was, like, Uncle O.J.?
No, he's Chloe's dad.
I know. I was about to say
Are
that
they
too.
just, like, projecting?
I don't know.
In the men that they date?
I really
Do they really want to date Uncle O.J.?
I really want to be in their clan to understand the dynamic. Like, I need to know that they're not this abnormal. That's all I need to know. There's no way. Like, what is going on with Kylie? She looks better than I do, which is fine. Like, there's a lot of 19-year-olds that look better than I do.
She has money and time.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. You look that amazing.
I just can't believe how you mentioned OJ, how uncomfortable I feel when I go back and watch the Naked Gun movies.
Yeah. Because
and OJ.
You loved him then. You loved him. And he's hard to recognize without a knife in his hand, but it's okay. Okay, we're not going to go there. Maybe in a future episode, because there is a series called Is OJ Innocent? And it's airing on Discovery.
There's no
ID.
way.
I'll tell you this about OJ quickly, that I walked up to OJ. I was at a fight in Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, and OJ Simpson was one of the celebrities. If you want to go celebrity watching, go to one of these big fights. It was a Holyfield fight. I was at Evander Holyfield. OJ Simpson. I look across the Boardwalk Hall, and I see OJ Simpson over there, and I was like, whoa.
Big.
Kind of like a mascot. He was wider than he was big.
Really?
He wasn't that tall, but just like a big head and big hands.
I could see that.
I mean, your hands couldn't even fit in the gloves.
I was going to say,
that big.
took my joke.
But I went up to it, and you know how you get, I'm like very in tune with sort of vibes and people with vibes.
Yeah.
And I walked up to OJ. I don't know what I was going to say, but I just got this vibe.
Negative?
Yeah.
Like,
really?
Like a tense, like.
Yeah, just a really overwhelming, negative, heavy vibe. And I was about as far away as we are, like 2-3 feet away, and I went and held my hand out, and his bodyguard stepped in front. He says, "Juice doesn't want to talk. Juice don't want to talk."
All right.
I was like, okay, thank you.
Yeah, what do you even say at that point? You just have to disappear.
Oh, that gives me chills that you got like.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. What do you guys got?
Oh. The Bachelor.
No.
Now, I'm not even going to get started on The Bachelor.
I'm going to go get something to eat. Anybody want anything? Go ahead.
No. This is a show I'm not a
No, because I would puke it
I'm
back
not a
up.
fan at all. And I always love when people ask, do you watch The Bachelor? No, I do not. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. But even worse, there is a 24-year-old woman on the show. Her name is Corinne Olympios. And she has a nanny.
Wait. Hold on. Because I don't like this guy, this Nick Vial or
Vial or something.
Yeah.
Is that a Freudian slip? Was it just me?
What?
Anyway, go ahead.
Why? Because
Just go.
Anyway, okay. I think I know what just happened, but I can't even acknowledge it. I don't like him.
Something going on. No, you're fine.
My shirt. Okay. I'm a little nervous because I'm not wearing a bra today, so
Oh.
that's fine.
Oh.
Okay.
You can hear the difference.
No, you can't. Not on me, you can't. You'd be looking for a long
You
time.
wouldn't be able to hear it on me either.
She's so much more opinionated without the bra on.
I feel liberated.
It's amazing.
Okay, so this woman, I thought she was talking like that her child has a nanny at home, and people were
No.
criticizing. She herself has a nanny. What, for what reason?
The woman cooks for her. I'm going to read it. She goes, even after
That's
I
a
moved
personal
out of
assistant.
my parents' place, I would have Raquel come to my house. Woman's name is Raquel. She keeps her life together. She cooks for her, cleans for her, makes the best lemon salad and cheese pasta.
Okay, that's...
See, I may be able to... Let me see if I can do this here.
Raquel keeps my life together, okay? She makes sure that my bed is made every morning, makes my cucumber and my, vegetable slices for lunch. She makes me lemon salad. She knows exactly how much oil, lemon, and garlic salt I like.
Do you wash your own clothes? Do you know how to wash clothes?
But she just does it.
Interesting.
And you know what? It makes her happy, and I'm not going to stop a woman's happiness.
Why would you wanna stop it?
WTF!
Oh, wait. But because the internet is a fantastic place, on Twitter, you can go to @Corinne's nanny, where the description says, taking care of Corinne 24/7, all her needs, snacks, drinks, tweeting. It's Corinne's world. I'm just her nanny living in it. And this Twitter account has 15,000 followers already and counting.
They're going to have 15,001 when this podcast is over because...
Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to be all about it.
Why?
I would like a nanny, too. I would like a personal assistant, but I am an adult now, and I have to do those things for myself.
You don't have to. You don't have to do it yourself.
Unless I am Beyonce or
no,
I guess
if you're a celebrity, yeah,
sure. Are you nuts?
She doesn't want to take away this woman's happiness. I'm sorry, but there are people at a certain time in this country who probably said the same thing about their own servants. You know,
I would feel
that is
incredibly uncomfortable to have someone in my house cooking for me, cleaning for me. It's lovely. It would be lovely, but it's uncomfortable.
Wait, what am I saying?
What if I want to be alone?
This woman sounds exactly like my grandmother. My grandmother lived with me my whole life, and she did all those things that Corinne is talking about.
But you would help
But I was
her.
a child.
Okay, that's different. This woman's 24.
I also wasn't allowed
Bachelor.
to do anything. Like if I tried to wash towels or something and help my mom, or my mom would just take them all out and refold them the way that she wanted to. I wasn't allowed to do anything.
Unless you yourself have small children and you need that extra help. Because I did know a woman, she was a stay-at-home mom, but she needed a nanny also because she had other things to do around the house. Sometimes she would need to leave. That's understandable. The woman had 5 kids. You are 24. Why do you need a nanny?
I totally misunderstood this. I thought she was explaining that her child has a nanny.
I could only imagine that the nanny would probably help me up after a hangover. Can you imagine picking up a drunken mess?
Okay, so here we go. What would be there's your good excuse to have a nanny, Mike?
Oh my God! Wait. If I ever in my lifetime, which I wouldn't, needed a nanny, I think I would want her for my hangover times because I always forget to take off my makeup.
She could come over with a little white.
Be like a little fairy, come flying in, take off the makeup, then flitter away because you don't want people staying around.
No. I was telling Mike that if I did have someone like this in the house, let's say she needed to make me coffee, I would prefer that she left it on the table and it just went away.
Okay.
I don't want that human interaction all the time.
Don't look at her.
Which sounds so mean, doesn't it? That's why I wouldn't have one.
How could you justify a nanny?
I couldn't just. I'm too much of a DIY guy to justify a nanny. If I had to have some type of personal assistant type of thing, I would want like a maintenance guy. Just to fix stuff.
On call or to live in your house?
Maybe
on call.
Maybe just either on call or maybe just off property. Maybe have a special house he could build for himself.
He's gonna live in the pub.
Yeah, he could live in the pub. Yeah, make sure everything's running all right.
I just imagine you walking into the pub and he's drunk.
Hey, man,
anything that's in there.
As long as he fixes everything, that's fine.
Walks in like, bleh.
Oh my God.
Or how about your own personal bartender then?
Oh, there
Drink
you go.
maker, barista.
There you go. Oh yeah.
I was a bartender. I could do that. See, my problem. I've always been I would be the lamest rich person alive.
This is the dumbest thing. I want somebody to just open and organize my mail for me every day because I stack. I'm a stacker.
I have the best tip for that. I just throw all my mail out.
Explain why your cable bill's so high.
Right, and why she never answers her phone when it rings because who knows who's calling.
My phone is always on Do Not Disturb because that's how much I don't like being bothered. I will answer on my own time.
I'm really distracted. Can I see your nails?
Aren't they nice?
Yeah.
I just got them
done
yesterday.
That color is so springtime. It's It's so spring. Is that the name of the polish? I can't get over it. It's the most gorgeous little lavender. I'm sorry.
My mom thinks that these aren't my nails. I'm like, no, these are.
Oh, they are yours?
Yeah.
Very impressed.
Regular $10
No
manicure.
No nanny needed.
No nanny needed. But funny about the nanny, scrolling through the Twitter just now, and there is a GoFundMe page to help free the nanny.
Free
From
Rosalind.
Wait,
is that her name?
Raquel.
Free Raquel. Free Raquel.
Mm-hmm. She's not an indentured servant. She's getting paid.
She can leave at any time, but I do kind of like that on the Twitter page, whoever's running it, the tweet goes, fake at GoFundMe is going around to free me. I'm paid quite well, but human trafficking is real. Free the real ones.
Yes.
And she puts a link to, I guess, donate
for all right.
For that.
Free the real ones, sort of like what Heather's doing today without the bra.
Yeah. Free to sisters.
Woo!
That's all right. I have
Free the girls.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4 layers.
I'm happy you
over
counted
top.
that.
And it's not that. And it's,
where that was
Notice
going.
I haven't even looked to the right.
and it's not that cold out today, so there's really nothing to see. I'll button up. Sorry.
Due to HR restrictions, I cannot look to the right.
Have you ever heard someone refer to like those areas and then without even thinking about it, your eyes immediately go to that area and then you shake it off?
Might go in the opposite direction.
I told you.
Even need to.
He'd need to get his magnifying glass. There's nothing to see. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
Oh man.
Mike, what's on your mind?
Question for you, and it involves international terrorism.
Oh, not this good. I'm already sweating.
Would you be willing to pay $9 a gallon for gas if it meant the end to global terrorism?
Nope.
I originally said yes, and I changed my answer to no.
Would you be willing to pay $9 a gallon for gas if it meant the end to global terrorism?
Come on, instigator. What would you do?
Well,
What would you do?
I want to find out first why Springs changed her answer.
So originally I said yes because I'm like, oh, okay, great. Like I can pay for the gas easy. I mean, that is a lot because even $2.50 is steep. Just gonna say that now. But to end global terrorism, sure. Then I thought, wait a minute. If global terrorism is over and done with, you do know that countries do well when we're in war, which sounds messed up. I know, it sounds messed up. I'm not advocating for it. But because there's no more war going on, that means we're not producing as much money. We're not creating as much supplies. Like, we don't need much jobs. So what if because I'm paying that $9, there's no more global terrorism. Now
There's no jobs.
Now I make less money or something.
And then we go into a depression.
Yeah. And then global terrorism happens again because we're all fighting because we're all poor.
So what was your answer?
It's a no.
That would be a no? Heather says no. Why not?
No, $5.50 is my highest bid.
You'll go $5.50.
$5.50.
But you won't go $9.
No.
Why would you go $5.50?
I think maybe because it's a little more doable. Than
Yeah,
mine.
it's more reasonable.
Because I'm imagining I pay $20. Not that my car needs $20. I pay $20 difference.
I can get like almost 4 gallons of gas for $20, so I can live with that.
Technically, my car needs kind of like, I think, 25, 26.
$9 for a gallon of gas.
Yeah. So you're looking at what? Maybe for my Jeep, 55, 60?
Like, it's not like anybody's going to pay me extra
Nope.
to end global terrorism. You
That's
also
right.
asked me if I would like kill a small child to make the same thing happen.
I couldn't do that.
Would you kill an innocent person
And I'm
to
not
stop global terrorism?
Probably.
that.
Not if it's a beautiful little child.
We're horrible
You
people.
said
Like,
probably- just
yes,
one.
yes, we'll
Just one.
suffocate a human being, but we won't pay $9 a gallon of gas.
It's like the Hunger Games, you know,
It just seems like faster.
sacrificing for the.
Have you ever tried to
It
kill
just
a
seems
person?
faster.
I don't think it's that quick.
Well, depends on how you do it.
Depending how you do it.
Oh my gosh.
It is. I mean, it's faster and cheaper.
I mean, not to get all deep.
Think
but
of all
like,
the lives you'll save.
everything that was going on in Aleppo. Like, I mean, that is like a global crisis. Like, if there was some sort of monetary way I could assist, I would. But I'm not going higher than $5.50. They're gonna have to do it on $5.50 a gallon.
It looks like one life for everyone's life.
I have a serious Ulta and Sephora habit, so I can't go higher than $5.50. Sorry.
Would you be willing to sacrifice yourself? Would you be willing to be that one person to end global terrorism, and you would be the one?
Yes.
I would
killed.
I would love to be that person, but I have a very deep paranoia of death.
Heather says yes, but she's not going to pay more than $5.50 a gallon.
She would give her life.
How noble.
I will
Too
sacrifice
paranoid.
myself.
Too paranoid.
Think of the hero. You will be a global hero
I wouldn't
forever.
be thinking. I'd be gone.
Like, wait, do I get a choice of how I die?
No.
Like, I can't just, like, cyanide pill, done?
Nope.
God, no. God, oh, my God.
It would be a big global television event.
I had to
Entertainment.
drink some water because that made me so dry-mouthed and nervous.
Oh, like
Yeah.
like David Blaine? Like, I could, like, fire off a gun?
Kind of like that, but
Into my
more
mouth.
entertaining.
I think I would prefer that they kill me in my sleep.
If I didn't
have
see
no
it
say.
coming, like,
You do not
taking a
have the
dark
choice.
turn.
You don't know when it will happen, and
no.
you don't know how it would happen.
Don't like suspense. I will
But
never leave my house.
You would rest assured, your death would result in the end to global terrorism.
yep, I would
Looks
do
like
it.
it's going to go on because I'm not dying.
Thanks a lot, Spring.
I would love to say that I would be that person. Love to be that martyr. But in reality,
Well, what are you gonna do?
my fear is bigger than terrorism. Fear of death is bigger than
Oh, okay.
terrorism.
All right.
Fear of
All
death
right.
is bigger than my fear of terrorism. There we go.
Are there
Clear that up.
any other topics on the table? Because I'm going to table one I really want to talk about, and we'll save it for our next meeting, which is karma real, and how do you tell which way it's going? If it's going around or coming around. Okay, so just think on that. We'll get into
Or-
that next time.
And is it a chameleon? You'll be singing that song.
I always
for the rest
thought
of
they
the
know.
were saying, "Come here, chameleon." Like, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here,
Come here.
chameleon.
That I kind of knew it was
He
like
comes and goes. He comes and goes.
All right. So since we just talked about, sacrificing our lives for the greater good, I want to get to the results of our narcissism quiz.
Oh, I think everyone knows what my answer is.
I was
already.
shocked by my answer. Shocked. Okay, so normal to average on the spectrum, okay? 12 to 15 is considered normal average. Spring scored at a 22.
Whoa.
I'm looking around the room for another spring. I guess it's me.
Mike scored at a 20.
How did I beat you?
And guys,
Because you're a narcissist. That's why.
You're a narcissist too.
Not as much.
you both technically are. I'm just slightly above average at a 17. So I'm below what they consider celebrities to be, like usually score like around an 18. And then narcissists are 20 or above. So I may be a psychopath because I like black coffee, but I'm not a narcissist. And I thought that my score would come up higher than both of yours.
I would totally prefer to be a narcissist versus a psychopath.
Evidently, I would suffocate a human being to end global terrorism before I'd pay $9 a gallon. So I guess I am a psychopath.
And I'm such a narcissist. I'm not killing myself to end terrorism.
Can you be a non-violent psychopath? Because people say psychopath like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think psychopath, you think violent, you think killing people, but there are
American Psycho.
psychopaths that aren't violent, don't kill people.
Maybe
there?
psychopaths
no
could
idea.
be somewhat like obsessive compulsive disorder like
Right.
situations, or I mean, I don't
I
really.
think
I'd
it's
have to look into
scarier
it.
to be a sociopath. They interest me so much.
Can you
What's the
look that
difference?
up? Can you
A
look up the
sociopath?
definition of a sociopath as compared to a psychopath?
That's a social psychopath, isn't it? When it likes
That's
to attend
somebody
cocktail
who really
parties.
like psychopath. You may be like mentally, like you may have a mental defect,
Right.
So you don't realize what you're doing. But I think sociopathy means that you're 100% aware of your actions, but you do them anyway.
Yeah,
Is
so
that right?
The definition given here is a person with a personality disorder manifesting itself in extreme antisocial attitudes and behavior and a lack of conscience.
Lack of conscience. Okay.
And that's a what?
Sociopath.
Socio. Okay.
And
That's
psychopath.
I find them so. Oh, I didn't look up psychopath. Oh, here we go. What's the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath? On WebMD, the most accurate source for any type of mental and
Look,
physical
it
No, look it
health.
up on
totally
Wikipedia.
can. I still believe I have a tapeworm, but it's like whatever.
I thought I had a tapeworm yesterday, but we're all clear. Anyway. my God. Okay. This couldn't go on.
Okay. Psychopath. Definition.
Most experts believe psychopaths and sociopaths share a similar set of traits. People like this have a poor inner sense of right and wrong. They also can't seem to understand or share another person's feelings, but there are some differences too. A psychopath doesn't have a conscience. If he lies to you, he can steal your money. He can lie to you, steal your money, won't feel any moral qualms, though he may pretend to. A sociopath typically has a conscience, but it's weak. He may know that taking your money is wrong, and he may feel some guilt or remorse, but that won't stop his behavior.
But he does it anyway.
I feel like that's
I don't know.
reversed.
I don't know. I don't feel like a psychopath. I'm not going to stop drinking black
For a
coffee.
while, I thought I was a sociopath.
So that would make you a sociopath.
No. Oh, why? Because I'm going to drink the coffee and I know.
Because you don't know the difference.
Okay. I just.
You can't.
Someone call a doctor.
For a while, I really did think I was a sociopath because I would watch people cry and feel absolutely nothing.
Oh, you're just heartless. That's just straight up heartless.
I respond with a smile.
Oh. All right. Well, I think we should end here unless there's anything else on Mike's mind.
Thanks for coming by. No.
We're going to miss you next week while you're off visiting It's
Happiest
a Small
place
World.
on Earth.
Yeah, the happiest place on Earth.
Oh, when you go on It's a
Small World.
Look for any headless dolls.
Why?
That's what I do.
They're never headless. Are you insane? They're not. Are they?
I don't know about that, but I'm going to be looking for Johnny Depp on the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yep. They added Keira Knightley too. So
I've heard that he pops up occasionally. Actually dressed up as a pirate.
I've heard that too, but I
You'll see
haven't
him.
had that experience. And I've
It'll
been
be
to
fun.
Disney World and Disneyland.
I think
just,
Disney
like-
just says that just to get people to buy tickets.
No, he's weird enough to do that.
do me a prop. If you have any affection for the person who's willing to give her life to end global terrorism,
But not spend $5.50 a gallon on gas.
please,
9.
while you're on Main
Nine.
Street, if you pass by any Rice Krispie Mickey heads on a stick, please bring me one back.
Mickey
They're my
heads on a
favorite
stick?
things
Wouldn't it be
on the planet.
hilarious if he sees one at an airport? It's like, oh yeah, just takes
Just
it
at Wawa,
and
like,
lies.
oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
All right, so Mike is going to be in Disney World next week. Spring and I are going to try to round up Matt Ryan for the next podcast. But thank you for listening. We will talk to you on the radio. The Mike Show, Spring and Mike. You can listen to weekdays 5:30 to 10 here on SoJO 104.9. Catch you next time.
Have a very magical day.
No, have a very Disney day.
Have a very Disney day.